Files relating to Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor's work as a trade envoy will now be made public. It follows the UK government's call for the files to be released, confirming it won't stand in the way.
More alarmingly, we have read that Peter Mandelson wrote to the then Prime Minister Tony Blair, as his former Trade Secretary, pushing for Andrew's appointment. One friend of Epstein lobbying for a job for another friend of Epstein.
The abuse that was enabled, aided and abetted by a very extensive group of arrogant, entitled and often very wealthy individuals in this country and elsewhere.
MPs have not held back on criticising Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor in Parliament, calling him rude, arrogant and an entitled man. John Craig has more now from London.
My word, they didn't hold back at all, and it was followed by speeches from the back benches, really. And on the question of the Liberal Democrat motion, which you heard Sir Chris Bryant say the government backed, it forces the government to publish at some point all sorts of documents relating to Andrew's appointment as a trade envoy. Who lobbied for him to get the job. We heard the allegation from Sir Ed Davey about Peter Mandelson, and also any correspondence involved there, and the vetting and the due diligence. Now, towards the end of his speech, Sir Chris Bryant talked to me. He said, if these disclosures are embarrassing for the government, who cares? Now, he also talked about managing expectations. Said it could all take a while. There was also reference during the debate to 2011 when a late Labour MP, Paul Flynn, a veteran left-winger, was raising this issue, and the junior minister at the time was none other than Ed Davey, then a junior minister in the coalition government, and he backed Prince Andrew's role then. Well, when he was challenged by Chris Bryant on that, he was rather embarrassed, got up and said how much he regretted that. So, documents going to be published, plenty of criticism of Andrew. He seems to be fair game now. The Speaker ruled that because he's no longer a royal, of course, the old convention about not criticising members of the royal family doesn't apply to him.